There we go. I have no clue what was going on there. And I just heard myself talking in my other computer there for a moment. Hold on, let me switch you over, pop back over here. Yeah, because I think what was happening is it was trying to connect to the unlisted one that didn't get the notification out. Hey there, sorry, yeah. Because when I made the initial event back on Sunday, for some reason it came through as unlisted, so no one got the notification. But I real quick noticed 10 minutes before the stream was scheduled to start, so I made a brand new one to go live. And I think for some reason Streamlabs was trying to connect to the other one, so it wasn't popping up here, even though I'm getting all your text here in the chat, but it wasn't actually showing the video. I have no clue. I am not very technologically adept. Anyways, hello everybody. How's your Wednesday going? I apologize for the technological difficulties here. Thank you so much, Witch Catches. Yeah, we will. We're going to be playing the DLCs today. Yes, the dark power is trying to keep me away from you. I apologize, but I knocked it right back down into the lake, and we're good to go now. So I saw your comment, Chloe. You haven't seen the DLCs yet? I could hear you before on the video labeled ASD. Oh, that's probably what was going on. That one was enlisted too, so I have no clue why it was going through on that one. Can't wait. You haven't finished the popcorn? Well, we'll wait a little bit, Celeste. You can go get your popcorn. No worries. It's going to take a minute or so. So we can get this going. Okay, that's all working. That's perfect. Hey there, Tailgate. How's your evening going? Or morning? I don't know where you're at. I read the Night Springs and Psycho Thriller comics after the last stream. Oh, how were they? Yeah, they definitely had a lot of, especially the Night Springs one, definitely had a lot of tie-ins if you are a fan of Control. There's a few items there that you'll pick up on. You're coloring a pink Batman? Oh, that'll be fun to do while we stream. Absolutely. And yeah, so I think, like, the Night Springs one is more about Frank Breaker, and the Psycho Thriller one just shows that Hartman has a lot more going on for him than just here in Bright Falls. It's really early in the morning. Oh, that's perfect. I assume the DLCs aren't available for PC because I've never seen them. They're available on Steam, absolutely. You have to go into the episodes section to find them, though. So, like, right here, you have to go in here, make a new file, and you'll show them down here as Special 1 and Special 2. Prototype 1. I'm not sure what that is. Never heard of it. AJ, I just finished catching up with the VODs and don't think I'm going to watch these as I never get to play them back in the day and haven't finished them replay yet. No worries. Go ahead and play through them, enjoy them, and then come back and check them out later, for sure. Well, I say in the movie theater when I can stream making conspiracy theories about that vodka is made with Cauldron Lake's water. Oh my gosh. Yes, honestly, I want to try that moonshine the Andersons made out of Cauldron Lake water, because that is totally a brilliant idea. Yeah, I saw you were in you made it to Discord, Tailgate. Glad to have you aboard. And the Andersons never wondered, okay, so you have water from a magic lake, so to speak, and you're drinking it. That's probably not the most brilliant idea, but whatever. Whatever. Alright, so what we are going to be playing today is the possibly two. We're going to see how long, because these DLCs are not as long as the main episodes of the game. So we may be able to do both of them tonight, depending on how long it takes us. If not, we'll do one and do the next one Friday, and we'll do our final stream after that. And for everyone who was there last time, you'll know what that's going to be. Yep, we just started, but we haven't done anything yet, Samick, so you are good to go. But yeah, so this DLC is set basically right after the end of the game, and it's gonna show a little bit of how the Dark Place works and Alan's first experience with trying to cope with how it works. We've briefly touched upon it and how it can make people a little bit loopy. If it's a place where literally your unconscious is manifest before you, think of it like the bottom level of Inception if you've seen that Nolan film. But when you're an artist and you have the imagination that's very dark, it's not going to create very pretty things. It's the new Pepsi Dark. Very nice. I haven't had soda in so long, it's not even funny. Anyway, so let's go ahead and get going on this. Nightmare, and we're going to go down to DLC number 1, The Signal. And the intro monologue here, I just actually finished Misery by Stephen King last night, and the intro monologue here reminds me of exactly what Paul Sheldon's character was saying at the very end of the book as well. It just cracked me up how similar they are. And here we go. In trivia, from your country, we have our own Loch Ness monster. It's called the Great Lake Monster. The sightings have been reported since the Viking Age. Very cool. Tell me about more about it. I'd like to look into it. I love that kind of weird stuff. Here we go. Okay, hold on. Let me make sure subtitles are on, and then we'll get started. Subtitles enabled. Perfect. Episodes. Nightmare difficulty. On the Signal, and we're going to overwrite.
On Alan Wake. Something I only know as the Dark Presence held my wife captive and used her to write a horror story that came true.
I'll bring her back.
Some part of me had been aware enough to write my escape into the story.
Alan?
I saved Alice, then wrote a better ending for the story. But not without a price. I was trapped somewhere in the dark place, a strange zone somewhere beyond our world.
It's not a lake. It's an ocean.
Interesting idea, Samek. We need to make business decisions based upon the lake now.
After the completion of any difficult undertaking, there are mixed emotions. Accomplishment and relief. Sadness, depression. For a while, everything was about the work. Like an illness, it consumed you, changed you. You locked yourself away from the world to do it, and now you need to recover. Learn to live without it. Find a way to crack open the door and let the light back in.
That's part of the problem he had after he finished his Alex Casey series.
It was familiar, but wrong somehow.
Welcome to the...
Everything had a surreal, dreamlike quality.
I can't believe it.
I had a disturbing feeling of deja vu. I had no idea why I was here or where I had been before this moment. But something was waiting for me at the back of the diner.
Try the coffee. Just don't blame me when you fall in love, because it'll break your heart when you have to leave.
Here is no longer human. Nothing but black coffee under a thin layer of skin.
This isn't right.
Are you staying long, Mr. I can't believe it. I'm having a conversation with...
Why are you distorting only my name?
Do me a favor, Sonny. I could really use a tune right now. Number 6 in the jukebox. I'd do it myself, but both of my legs have gone to sleep. Bad circulation. Yeah.
Are you serious? Again? You disgust me.
Oh, we got a little stop clock in the background there this time. Yep, she's redacting everything. The Bureau's got to her. That's what's happened. The Bureau's gotten to everybody here.
We're brothers. Don't think I won't murder you and
Don't go in there, young man. You can hurt yourself in the dark.
Maybe the board has power here. Who knows? All right, so let's head back like we were going to go meet Stucky this time around. Don't trust the jukeboxes. Oh, but this time we can actually go into the restroom. Unlike the first time when Barbara Jagger and the Dark Presence showed up.
Alan, listen to me. Go no deeper.
What?
Focus. You're losing yourself. I will try to help the best I can, but it's up to you. Find a better point of contact.
What do you mean?
I cannot hear you. Please, you're the one making all this happen. Concentrate. This is what's happening.
Nightmares. Too deep. Can't take the pressure. It's too much.
Suddenly, Wake found himself face to face with himself. At the sight of myself, the dream suddenly became lucid. The dark place. That's where I was.
You will need weapons.
I love this section. Just listen to his words.
It's not the light itself, but what it represents. You will need it.
It's not the light, but what it represents. The ability to illuminate parts of the unconscious mind. Ah! I have a whole video confronting the shadow, which is all about this concept here.
This is not a gun. It is a tool in a logical process of elimination.
What is the archetypal purpose behind a gun down in his psyche? Any dark thoughts, you can eliminate them.
Be careful. I will try to find a better point of contact.
I didn't understand Zane's message, and knowing where I was didn't fix anything. Something had gone wrong after I had finished departure.
I did not open that door. So yeah, we're plunging through the depths of the dark place right now, and literally, because basically the metaphorical stance here is the flashlight, the light of illumination on the unconscious. Think back onto a memory that you had as a child. Now, that memory was buried down deep into the shadows of your mind until you just thought of it. Now that you've thought of it, you cast the light of illumination upon it. And that's essentially what he's doing by casting a light here. This world is so freaking weird. And no, this is technically not the DLC where we meet Mr. Tailgate. But we do meet another aspect of Alan here. But let's continue. And for any Max Payne fans here, Mira was here. John Mira, the antagonist of Address Unknown. Hey, thank you, board guy. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
What the hell was that?
It's possible, Samek, that Alan wrote a Polaris here. Not the Polaris, but a Polaris. North Star.
The diner had become deserted. Then the door was smashed off its hinges and Wake had to fight for his life.
Are you sure? Oh, that door. Wrong one. Oh boy, here we go. We have no room. Oh, jeez. Okay, I need to find some space here. I'm going to die. I'm literally stuck here. I cannot move anywhere. This is not a good position to be in. Okay, let's get back. Okay, now we can kite this guy around the diner. Oh, wait, there's another one. Okay. And we're almost out of ammo already. I don't think I've ever tried this on Nightmare difficulty, so this is a little bit odd. Oh, gosh. Okay. We are good. Moving onwards. That could have ended very badly. So one of the primary collectibles in this DLC is alarm clocks. Because Alan needs to wake up. Love the main game. This is my first time seeing the DLC. Oh, you're in for a treat. Yeah, this is... There's a lot of new game mechanics presented, and I love when DLCs try that. Oh, hi there.
Wait for me.
Wait. We just came out of the diner.
Twisted. These trees didn't belong here.
We're definitely in a pseudo dreamscape right now. We only have 3 rounds of ammo though, so we really can't do much. I cannot fight you, dude. I have no ammo. I'm just gonna run. Whoop! Nope. 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 None of you. None of you. Hey, Zane, can you give me a hand, please? I literally have no ammunition. Get in the house. Get in the house. Okay. We're good. You're not going to join me in here? Good. Yeah, we are not in Kansas anymore at all. Okay, let's take a look around this house. We can't go that direction. I'm not as familiar with this, with the DLCs as I am with the main games, but there's a lot of really cool stuff they put into this. Oh, we can't go upstairs either. I can't unlock Nightmare. Yeah, you have to beat the game first, Andres, before you can get Nightmare mode, unfortunately. I think it's wild to lose his mind in the oldest house. Wait, if Alan thinks this is wild, he would lose his mind in the oldest house. Yeah. Let's just say that in a very similar in a way of putting it, Alan is in the House of Leaves right now. Maybe Arkansas.
I knew it was my writing, but the words were jumbled, dreamlike fragments. Reloading frantically. The rounds slippery stones throw away from the tent. The bed looked inviting, but it was just the radio. I had to go on. She was startled by the phone.
Okay, we need a phone. The idea of a phone. We can manifest it. It's no longer a Verizon phone, though.
The GPS system was working. I hadn't expected that. Hello?
I'm trying to reach you. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Listen, I can help you, but you're drifting deeper. I can't reach you. You must come to me. I can't maintain the connection. Use the words. Follow the signal.
Okay, we'll follow the GPS signal.
It made no sense for the GPS system to work. I doubted any satellite was in range here.
Nope.
These were alien skies, but it was guiding me towards something. Towards Zane?
Oh. Let's go ahead and open up a flashlight here. So the new mechanic in this is very much like the very, very end of the first game. But you can manifest things if you find them in the environment. Like here, we got our flashlight upgrade. Flare gun. Okay, I like a flare gun. We don't have chests here to get supplies, so we have to find them in other places. So literally just your imagination can manifest everything you need. I love it. Sorry. I think I'm going to play the main game again on Nightmare difficulty to collect all the pages. And then easy with commentary track. Yes, I still need to replay this, the remastered with the commentary track, because I have not done that yet, unfortunately. Okay, is there anything else we can get? I think that's everything, but we still don't have a lot of ammo. And I don't want to use up all my flare guns.
Something had shifted again. The dark place was playing tricks on me. It wouldn't stay still.
Everything is just going absolutely nuts here. Okay. So I can manifest a way to her heart. Maybe, maybe.
Crack bone and crush muscle. It oozed hate. I wanted to bury him.
Not cool. Not cool, town. Let's see. I think I just go right. I don't think. Oh, we're at the Odeer Diner. I don't think there's anything else we can do though. Nope, we're locked out. But I have a feeling their cars are going to start trying to murder us. And I do not approve of this. This is not good. Okay, let's try to find other cars to block them. Oh, Jesus. Okay. As if these weren't bad enough! Oh my god. Hi. Okay, we got one down. That'll at least help us out here. Was that Wrench's V8? No, so the voice actor is James McCaffrey there. He voices Max Payne, Director Trench. But he voices Thomas Zane in this game as well. Wait. Oh, that's not good. A school bus? Screw you, school bus. Okay, I need to find some cover. Ow! Oh, that's not good. I'm dead. It literally just collapsed on top of me. Oh boy.
The dark place was playing tricks on
me. We need a better flashlight.
Stay still.
The town itself turned against Wake.
I get you, TV Alan. Oh, are you talking about the voice actor for whoever's on the TV? No, that's Matthew Peretta. He's been the voice actor for Alan in the entire game. He's just sounding a little bit different. Okay, that one's down. I'm just gonna try to burn through these faster. Yeah, I literally got schooled there for sure. I'm replaying Control at the moment after Alan Wake streams. Understand that Alan Wake references in Control better. Absolutely, yeah. So if you know, you'll 100% understand the references in Control better if you know the story here, and why fans of the original of this Alan Wake game were so excited to see them in Control. Oh, Jesus, Jesus. Okay, I need to find somewhere to hide. Really, Bus? Twice? Twice! Oh, jeez.
Shifted again. The dark place was playing tricks on me. It wouldn't stay still.
Maybe those telephone poles will be better.
Cars flew toward him.
It would have been cool if they make the screens tell dangers to come on the long run instead of short-term rinse and dread. Oh, God. I wish I had some flares or something right now. Or I could technically use a flare gun, but I don't want to waste any ammo right now. Come on. Get that one. That one's down. You're not going to break these, though. Yeah, the car. Oh, geez, these cars are not helping me in the slightest, but the telephone poles definitely keep them at bay. Yeah, once we get to get Crossfire X out, that's going to be a ton of fun. I cannot wait to see what they do with that campaign story. Because it's going to have that Remedy flair, but to have it as a full first-person shooter, I have no clue how they're going to handle it. This is much better. Much, much better. Okay. I'm not going to say this too often, but fuck that bus. Fuck that bus. Alright, let's go. Public transportation 100% is the worst of them all. Okay, well, we have a fourth freaking car here. Come on. At least this one doesn't have as much weight behind it. Okay. I think we can go... There's something on the back here. I'm not sure where. No, that's not it. Okay, let's head into the store. Yeah, this part's brutal, but the telephone poles really made it a lot easier. Drehen tools and hardware. Is this the general store that Barry was raving about? Tools! Thank you. Come to me, tools. We need as much as we can get. Okay, so we're all... Oh, we got a shotgun, though. That's good. So, yeah, so this is somewhat of how the Dark Place functions. Is it just, much like a dreamscape, kind of shifts from one location to another. There's really no rhyme or reason behind it other than what our mind crafts for us. And whatever Alan is on that TV is kind of making this happen right now. But there's a definite plot to this, and it's the very first question that comes to mind if someone is stuck inside of a place like this. And we'll explore it as we go. So what does everyone think's going on? Feels kind of like the Upside Down. In terms of the environment, I can see that. In terms of how the rules of this place work, very different, but... Come on. Come out. Come out. Get out here. Hey, Max. How's everything going, good sir? Okay, let's try this again. We do have some more shotgun ammo, which is good, but I'm not going to try to mess with that guy with no space here. You know what? I don't even care. Just get out of here. I do not want to deal with your shenanigans. Oh, dude, James McCaffrey's line delivery is freaking amazing. Doing some research for a new video for the night. Oh, very cool. Yeah, we're just checking out the DLCs for Alan Wake, and then
Everything I saw was familiar.
I'm probably going to be working on another video as well. Some more research on my next one.
Hello.
I cannot keep up. You're going too deep. I will try to guide you. Follow the signal.
I'm trying.
You must face yourself. Follow.
Okay, we'll face ourselves. Fine.
The GPS system was supposed to lead me to Zane, but the shifts were interfering with it. I had to keep trying. I wouldn't survive alone.
Killer Nicky, this is your favorite game. I absolutely adore Alan Wake. This game is literally the reason I made my channel. I'm not lying. So there's another new collectible, which are cardboard cutouts for everybody, not just for Alan. Odin Anderson, the Allfather, the trickiest geriatric with the wittiest gimmick, the deranged patriarch with a trademark tangent, crazy like a fox, dig. The enduring popular star of the hit reality series, Barry Wheeler presents new tricks for the old gods, blasts out this latest masterpiece, guaranteed to please gourmands everywhere. Moonshine, It's What's for Dinner, is available in all fine bookstores. Also available is a modestly priced limited edition with annotations and commentary by Barry Wheeler. Flem fans, take note, coming soon as an audiobook. Yeah, so this is an advertisement for Odin Anderson. We don't know if this is actually what's going on outside, or this is just Alan's crazy imagination about how he perceives them after the fact. Signal's literally using Google Maps on rush hours and made a game. That's basically it. But think about how hard it would be to navigate this kind of place, because you remotely have a thought, and the whole landscape shifts. You think, oh, well, that'd be fun. Well, the second one dark thought shows up. Yep. And bad things happen. Yeah, exactly. What the fuck, Chloe? And they have those for basically everybody.
Changes were becoming more violent. The street wasn't so much ripped apart as it was missing. Like some great hand had reached down and scooped it up. Everything felt erratic, unstable.
Okay, before we head across here, let's grab a few tools. Honestly, I wish we got more time to explore this type of gameplay mechanics, and we just lost ammo over the side. That's the only downside about this loot system, is sometimes you'll lose it to the beyond, so to speak. Because you'll see, especially in the Rider, DLC 2, the Rider, there are some really clever uses for this mechanic where you're manifesting things. And I'd love to play with more, but we don't get that opportunity, unfortunately. What if you train yourself to think tacos? Will tacos attack you? It depends. If you think tacos are trying to attack you, they'll attack you. But if you think there's just a Taco Tuesday all the time and it's free, you'll get to eat a lot of tacos. Anyways, here's the next cardboard cutout for Sarah Breaker, our sheriff. Bright Fall's finest, the red-hot cop chick with the lightning-fast boomstick. Her debut book, The Only Girl in the Bookhouse, delves deep into the troubled life of having a successful law enforcement career while being involved in a secret society. How does Daddy's Little Trooper fit into the old-fashioned fraternity? This is very likely just how Alan looks at them. I have no clue. What happens if I imagine a horde of Beyoncés running into me? Hopefully they don't run over you, but if they all... You might have 4 or 5 can get their hands on it, the rest will just smother you. Go ahead, have those imaginations, it's all good. Aren't the DLCs technically the second and third game in a way? Not really. Like, it depends on how you argue it. Because technically this is a completely different self-contained plots with Alan Wake as the protagonist. Exploring a very different thing. The main story was about getting his wife back, but now that it's that, it's exploring a different aspect of Alan's mind here. Because the biggest question is if you can manifest anything, whether you wanted to or not, with your mind. Okay, you know what? First, let's do this. How do you control whether you make something positive or negative. Because let's be perfectly honest, the human mind tends to go to dark thoughts better than happy thoughts. Oh my... Okay, you know what? That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to go with the flares, but whatever. An episode of SpongeBob called A Bathroom Gary. This is part where it shows a SpongeBob as a human girl. It's so creepy. Where did that come from? That came out of nowhere. I've never really watched SpongeBob, to be honest. I've seen a few odd episodes, but I don't remember much from it. I don't know if it's a little bit after my time, or I just wasn't... When did that show come out, actually, now that I'm thinking about it? I don't recall. How do you think that something... how do you know that something you view as negative couldn't be a positive for someone else? If... That's actually a question that would depend entirely on if two minds were in this place simultaneously and they're both co-creating how this would function. We've never actually seen that. We've only seen Alan as the sole individual here. So if you create something, would it affect the other person in a positive or negative way? No clue. No clue.
Where are you? Look, I'm trying to follow your goddamn signal.
The dark place is playing tricks on you. There's no going deeper. I'm trying to guide you, but it's hard.
What is this?
I can help you if you just stop sinking.
What? This is bullshit.
This is bullshit.
Brace yourself.
And we're talking to headlights on a Jeep or a SUV.
And he was telling me I was going too deep. It was ridiculous, but I was more scared than amused. I felt like I was being hindered by an unseen force in ways I couldn't fight. All I could do was keep going.
And the lights were flashing, let us know where to go. So Zane is specifically speaking to us through light, like any source of light within this reality. Whether that be cars, the street lights. That was a close one. Okay. Seriously, getting all these tight corners is a pain. There's one more over there, yeah. There's really no way to hide in this area, or no way to kite them around. I can't see them. Okay. Oh, run button. Oh, wow. I'm gonna run out of these real quick. At least I got them all in front of me. That's gonna be helpful. We only got one more flare here. Hey, Alia. So basically, Alan is still trapped inside the dark place, and any stray thought is basically made manifest while he's down here. And he has a lot of dark thoughts. Basically, we manifested a cell phone out of thin air. Zane has been talking to us through the phone, but also through any source of light, like the headlights of a car, and telling us to follow the signal, aka the GPS signal on the phone, so that he can get a clearer connection. But the terrain keeps shifting around us. Oh, we can recharge and get some flare guns, which is exactly what we need. We definitely need some more ammo here. Remedyverse game set during the Viking Age would be pretty cool. I call that Hellblade. Not even joking. I'm trying my best to get a shared universe going with other games. Just make it headcanon, you know. I know Yellow Bat from the community is 100% behind that Psychonauts exists in the Remedyverse. I found out that some people visualize their thoughts differently. Like, if you can tell someone to think of an apple, they would see the apple only think of it as a concept. Okay, so this is actually a really random example of that. But a friend of mine who's going in for his psychology degree... Hold on.
I don't see Barry.
Look, wait, maybe that's him. way to the chopper.
I remembered this. This happened before we found Barry.
Okay. So, he was basically a little thought experiment. If you close your eyes and try to imagine a yellow vase sitting on your desk.
Playground. Wake's pathetic memories of the Wonder Years and the contrary little boy pretending he didn't miss his father he never knew. Who surged up and beat Wake down. Merry-go-rounds and slides, eager to cave in his head.
I don't like that idea. Anyway, so closing your eyes and trying to imagine a yellow vase sitting on your desk. How do you picture it? Can you do that with just a black background, or is it easier to imagine it in physical space? How detailed is it? Is it just a yellow mass, or will it have cracks in it, so to speak? Oh god, we are... I don't know what the hell just happened. I think Zane just helped us. For him, he can see it clearer when his eyes are closed with his imagination. For me, with my eyes open and imagining it sitting in physical space, I can see it clearer. It's just a weird little mind trick. But when you're talking about how different people's imaginations work. But yeah, so, and also, people think differently. Do you think in words or do you think in images? For the most part, people think in images. Or colors or shapes. It's really odd to describe. But that's a whole nother conversation. That's going to be a lot more than I can express here unscripted. Oh, so add some control Easter eggs here, like the little light string. That'd be cool. As far as like, they really didn't change much in here other than add a few assets. But I think they're probably going to do a lot more of that in the sequel when we get around to it. What's your favorite game? Is it Alan Wake? I'm trying to, like... Because I have a very different sliding scale of how my game enjoyment works. Is I can have I look at a game for technical achievements versus a game for the experience, for the story. I rank them very differently. But I absolutely adore Alan Wake. I cannot even describe. Okay. Okay, hold on. There is, I think, a clock here somewhere. Yeah, I can hear it. Oh, it's right there. So what he mentioned here about angst over not knowing his father, there's actually a lot of thematic comparisons between Alan's other works, not just Departure, but a book called Errand Boy, which he wrote, that has to do with his feelings about having an absentee father. There's some themes of that in this game, where he uses Zane as a stand-in figure, but Errand Boy, the whole plot was centered around a boy finding his father in a lighthouse. Again, same story. Oh, jeez, that's not good. Let's just get behind here. Oh my god, I need to get some safe space. Okay, this is good. Hit the table, not me. Okay, you made the table hit me. That's beautiful. I appreciate it. Okay, no torso for you. Oh, okay, that's not good. Let's just use that and get rid of this piece of shit. Hold on. You know what? I don't care. I don't want to deal with you. Oh my god. Seriously, these things are a pain. They're incredibly accurate with how they smack into you. Unless you find something in the environment to block it, you're kind of shit out of luck. Have you played Ghost Runner? No, never heard of it. Your first game was Max Payne? I think I knew of Max Payne back when it was released, but I never played it. Alan Wake was definitely my first Remedy game, though. Oh dear. Oh, we found a cutout right here. Barry Wheeler. The literary agent with the constant ailment, the frantic sidekick with the hectic rhetoric. the owner of the most fashionable jacket ever made, and the author of the indispensable guide to would-be agents everywhere, Blood from a Rock, when the Goose starts gold-bricking presents a new collection of short fiction by Alan Wake, including the classics like Errand Boy, which we were just talking about, as well as numerous mortifying, clumsy early works buried deep in the disappeared writer's files. Never intended for publication. This is not the Wheeler way. Get yours now. My favorite Remedy story is Alan Wake. I can see that. Yeah, Control from a gameplay perspective was a lot more fun to play. However, Alan Wake from a story perspective is superior in my opinion. I think where Control really hit its stride was the world building. I feel like the environment and the world was better than the in-game story at the end of the day. Okay. Basement. Okay, here we go. So Errand Boy, in case anyone's curious, it basically has to do... Actually, I'm not even sure if I can explain it while shooting's happening all around us. But it basically has to do with a man who got a letter from his father who... Yeah, I don't think I can explain here.
Twisting out of control. It was too big on the inside. He couldn't see the ceiling. Something was moving in there. He was lost. He couldn't find the exit.
Asshole. Okay, we're just gonna pause here so we can get over the Errand Boy story real quick. Okay, so basically Errand Boy was a story of a guy who got a letter from his father who he'd never known in his life, telling him, hey, come over, I want to meet you, and gave him an address to get to. And the man happened to live in a lighthouse at the end of a pier in another state, so he drove all the way out there, drove up to the end of it, met with his dad, and unfortunately the dad looked extremely sad the whole time and basically told him to leave as soon as he arrived. And just as that happened, the entire townsfolk broke down the door of the lighthouse and was basically trying to murder the kid. So, backtracking in the plot, the entire inhabitants of this town were they basically were on a ship hundreds of years into the past and ended up crashing on this space, and they discovered the ability of immortality, but it had to do with cannibalism. And what they would do is go out into the world, create a bunch of babies, and then invite them over there so they can consume their own children to stay immortal. And his father was one of these old crewmen. And as soon as he's met his son, he didn't want to go through with the plan anymore and try to send him away, and only for the father to be ripped apart. So at the end of the day, Alan's imagination has a lot of themes regarding a father figure who is not away because he abandoned him, but away because there's a reason. It was done to keep him and his mother safe. He would like to imagine that his father's away for a reason, and not simply having abandoned him.
The shifts were getting more severe. I wasn't sure if the place got bigger or I got smaller. The signal was going haywire. I would have to find my way out of here on my own.
Alright, so this is a fun area right here. Every single one of these right here, blast, we can make the furnace explode. Which means, anytime a Taken walks by... Oh, hi guys. Oh, that sucks! You shouldn't have walked over here when I could literally imagine these boilers exploding in your friggin' face. I love it. Well, hi there. You can stay there. Oh, okay. You know what? You go away, and you go away. Okay, I need you to back up for a second. Hi there. Oh, well that sucks. Yeah, and if you can control your imagination of the dark place, you can pull some crazy bullshit. This is literally a Freddy Krueger level of dreamscape navigation. If you're good at it. Actually, I'd argue it's more Alice from the Nightmare series, but... Come on. I don't even want to use my ammo. Yeah, this is some lucid dreaming kind of BS. And again, it's very apt to make this place seem similar to a dream. Oh my god. Okay, fine. I'm trying not to use my flares, but whatever. Whatever, it'll work. But with how this functions, it's very similar to Dreamscape navigation. Because after all, when you're sleeping, what you're doing is very similar to how this is supposed to work. I know I'm repeating myself a lot, but I tend to ramble when I'm... Oh my god. Okay, come on. And I think I just shot myself. Defying corrupt authorities. So what do you guys think this place would look like if you were down here?
I wasn't sure if the place got bigger or I got smaller.
It's the same. It's kind of a similar question. If you had Psychonaut dive into your head, what would it look like? So this place it's fun. You have this, but they swarm you so much that it's not even that much of a benefit. Come on. Oh, jeez. That did not kill him at all. What's hitting me? Or I'm running into the words is what's happening. Okay, I'm stuck. That's a wall there. The Longest Journey series? Never heard of that one. Like, I haven't heard a lot of stuff.
The shifts were getting more severe.
I imagine nowadays deals with... There's an achievement for doing all the boilers.
The signal was going haywire.
Yeah, same here, Tailgate. I don't
find my way out of here on my own.
Like, there's definitely a way you can experience that, but it involves illegal substances. And yeah, this part is a pain, even with all the broken boiler and explosions. You have similar inner demons, but for different reasons. I hear you there. Oh crap, that's right, this part is a frickin'... I keep walking into this corner and it doesn't help. Come on. I am not getting any help here. This place is a frickin' maze and that's where the difficulty comes in from. Come on, hit him! There we go. Using a flare is practically suicide. Yeah, in some cases it's kind of necessary. As soon as we clear this out, we'll go back and burn all these open. Okay, there we go. There we go. That's what I want to see right there. You know what? We're not going to stay here and just try to burn all these. We'll just continue onwards. I'm not too worried about achievements right now. My version of the Dark Place would just be Andy Gibbs singing show dancing for eons and eons. Oh gosh. So I was talking about this earlier today with one of my coworkers. Because for some reason they brought up Grease and the fact I'd never seen it, and I informed them that I had been turned off by a lot of musicals because of my sister being a theater geek. And there was a time when I was like 8 or 9 years old where she would literally, for a year straight, would wake the entire household up at 5:30 in the morning, watching all of Cats on DVD, start to finish, singing at the top of her lungs. So I heard my sisters singing Cats every day for a year. So that's my hell right there. That's absolutely my hell. I've never seen it. Alan survived the Dark Place because he is like Jesse. Well, we'll see how well he survives. This is one of his major trials right here. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's climb. I don't want to deal with this basement anymore. No singing there, Max. Alright, here we go. Let's head on out.
Zane left me a page. He was trying to help me.
Okay. I'm not done finishing reading House of Leaves yet, Cameron. I just finished Misery last night. So I'm going to be working on House of Leaves, or at least finishing it up right now, after I work on my next video. Oh, that's not good. Why are we making all this stuff happen? I don't understand. Yep, there's a wall there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Stephen King's Misery. I was reading it as research for this game, since there's a lot of references. The cutouts! The cutout has survived. Oh, friend. Hello, friend.
Yowza!
Barry!
Hey, bestseller! Looking good!
You're not real.
Well, no shit. What gave me away? Like the see-through thing? I'm a figment of your imagination, just like pretty much everything else you see here. Maybe even you.
That's insane.
Yeah, you're right. Everything that happened before made perfect sense, but this is insane. Good catch, Al.
Okay, look, I gotta get going.
We have an annoying Navi here now.
Yes, yeah, I know. Follow the signal. Got it.
Alright, there we go.
So,
Absolutely, Lenny. Thank you so much. I'm glad I can show off Alan Wake for you.
You need to get a grip.
It's a lot of fun, and there's a lot of things that do need to be discussed.
Barry does. You know that?
Well, hey, be fair. It's not my fault you think I'm annoying.
I don't think you're annoying.
Al, baby, relax. It's cool. Just try to stay on the ball here. You need to do what Zane tells you. He's been here for ages. He's like the expert.
Okay, Ghost Barry, whatever you are. So, Trey Nash, basically what's going on is we're stuck here in the Dark Place threshold.
Is insane, and it's all from your mind?
Dude.
What's that say about you?
I'm trying to talk, Barry.
Fine, enough. I can't believe I was actually happy to see you.
Oh, come on. Don't shit a shitter, Al. Deep down, you're always happy to see me. Can't lie to yourself, know what I'm saying?
I must be a sucker for punishment.
You? No, really? And I always thought you went out of your way to avoid trouble.
Thanks. Thanks for that.
Yeah, right. So basically, we're stuck here in the Dark Place. The navigation is basically much like a dream, where you walk out of a diner in the middle of the city, and you're immediately in the forest, and the wall you just came out of is a flat piece of masonry. Zane we found a phone that we manifested, and Zane is trying to get better access and get a better signal for us, so we're following the GPS to him. And now Barry is here, a figment of our imagination. Talking to us, talking shit like usual. Anyways, let's go on. Can we have a DLC playing Barry? Yes, we need that.
Pointing towards that thing in the distance.
Yeah, that'd be the Biltmore sawmill.
How the hell do you know that?
I don't know anything you don't. So why don't you ask yourself that? Huh? Maybe you saw a sign for it back in the real world, or maybe it's the sawmill because I said it's the sawmill and now you can't get it out of your head.
Fantastic.
No shit.
Yeah, sure is giving me a headache. Or is that your headache? Do you have a headache?
Barry.
Stop it, Barry.
We're bonding.
Stop it, Barry. Okay, I think we need to go boom before anything happens.
Woo, mama! Hey, Al! I guess the pen is mightier.
If you complete that sentence, you're fired.
Mightier than the sword.
You're fired.
Damn it, Barry. Okay, where do we go? It's kind of hard to see. Oh, here we go. Ruh-roh. Okay, you're gonna go boom right now. Goodbye. I'm interested in Alan Wake 2's gameplay mechanics, what Remedy can add to it. They're probably gonna try to do some kind of, like, upgrade mechanics, or... I don't know. Like, I hope they do more of this kind of stuff, because just being able to literally summon explosions out of thin air or making things explode to help with combat is just a fun idea. And it fits right in with the theme of how the Dark Place functions.
He could feel it coming. Not even flesh anymore. Just shadows and ghosts and thoughts slicing through his flesh. They were here.
I really don't want to deal with you guys either, so one hit KO. One hit KO! I'm not sure if Mr. K is going to play a big role in Alan Wake 2. He definitely played a big role in American Nightmare, which has already been released back in 2012, and we already have a stream up for that. If you want to check out Alan's experience with Mr. K. Oh, jeez. Back up, back up. Oh my god. Okay, okay, we need some fireworks right now. We need some fireworks. Oh my gosh, they're just... You can't even hear where they're coming from. There's so much stuff going on. So yes, this section is a lot harder than the main game, if you hadn't noticed. Also, Baba Yaga, where are you? I don't know. The Dark Presence is absolutely somewhere around here, but who knows? As of right now, it seems like the main antagonist is this version of Alan we keep seeing on the TV set. There's a pump shotgun up here. Come on, hop up. Oh god, I'm bumping into the boom words. Okay, we want some fireworks here. Another boom. Another boom. That's not helping us in the slightest. Okay, let's try to get that pump action shotgun now. Where did it? There it is. Hang on a second, what, Trey? What's up? I really want to do a new IP, but sadly we have to wait until new 2026. Oh, Remedy does a new IP? Yeah, we're probably going to have to wait a little bit, because they're definitely working a lot on Control 2, Alan Wake 2. They're working on Crossfire X right now. Project Condor, as well as another unannounced project. So there's a lot going on. Alarm clock. Hey, 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 chill, 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 chill. That did not help in the slightest. I literally cannot see where they are until they're right on top of me. This area is freaking terrifying, to be honest. Tools! I want tools. If he went into sitcoms? Oh no. Okay, I cannot see anything. Oh gosh. Boom. Boom. Where? Where? These guys blend so much in the background, I can't see crap. Okay, I think that's it. Revolver ammo, perfect. Promise this one thing? Sure. Okay, I think it's time for me to get into this channel, but only for one condition. Sure. What's up, Trey? Ow. So the live action actor is Ilkka Via. He's a Finnish actor. The voice of Alan is Matthew Peretta. Less visible taken are even worse in the basement part, yeah. Because you literally were just kind of stuck here. What about Dead Space? I've heard of Dead Space quite a lot. Oh, wow, okay, okay, we are dead here. This is probably a really bad position for me to be in. Let's get out of here. I'll subscribe to this channel as in one condition. Please keep your promise on this. Sure. What's up? Turret? I like the sound of that. I guess that's one way to handle it. Oh, we got an alarm clock there. Never talk about SCPs. I'm only saying this once again because I don't want to go through another state of paranoia. I've actually never looked into SCPs other than like 1 or 2 random things that were sent to me. I frankly don't know anything about it. Oh, we finally got a safe haven. Let's just wait here for a second because it's nice and safe in the light. If I was in Alan Wake's place, I would go insane, trapped for years in the darkness. How can he eat? I don't know if you really need to eat here, but I guess you can just imagine frickin' a taco appear in front of you. Who knows? It's actually a great camping spot. What are we talking about? Hold on. Oh, Alan doing sitcoms? Oh, jeez. That I don't even know what kind of romance story from Alan Wake would feature. It's just random. Well, if you're gonna stick with us until the Control playthrough, there's gonna be probably some talk from the chat about SCP, unfortunately. Maybe not unfortunately, but it can't be helped.
You should probably use them.
Your insight is staggering.
I know.
Okay. I wish we could have used this a second ago. Come on, we gotta make a bridge. Come on! Okay, we got another part of the bridge, and we got part 3 of the bridge. They're fake, but trust I just stayed paranoid once, and I don't want to go through it again. No worries. Yeah, like...
See, this is the way things should
it's not really part of what we do.
I give advice, and you follow. That's when things go right. When you get up to something on your own, that's when the trouble starts.
That's horseshit.
Al, I'm not saying anything you haven't come up with first. Big Mint, remember?
This kind of thing could drive a man insane.
No! This is great! And it's probably therapeutic for you, too.
Wouldn't surprise me. Before we run across that, let's hop down in here and see the Lady of the Light herself, Cynthia Weaver. The Lady of the Light, the cloud of gloom in the well-lit room. Weaver's difficult and uncompromising life is illuminated in Cynthia Weaver Carrying the Torch, an enlightening and occasionally harrowing biography by Ellen Adams, who was an intern at the Bright Falls Record under Weaver's editorship. Okay, Ellen Adams, that is the character. This is where they had the reference to her. So Ellen Adams was a character in the Bright Falls prequel TV series that came out before the game was released. That's it. That's where it is. So she worked under Weaver's editorship. Okay, there we go. You picked up... Oh, you just picked up the signal? Great. Played alongside us. You're still frightened of him. This is the very day. I hear you, Trey. And most of our stuff fell into the middle of nothing. I mentioned the skeleton Easter egg, Napro. I just assumed they buried some of there at some point. Maybe family members.
Books common and discarded, like mud beneath his feet. Hardbacks, paperbacks, turned against him. Trash. Just cheap trash.
I had seen weird transmissions of myself before, but not like this. The version of myself I saw now sounded insane, like a demented storyteller who was out to torment and destroy his protagonist.
That's basically what's going on right here. And here is, again, another example of Alan thinking his works with Alan Casey is complete trash. Oh, stop it, stop it, stop it. Stop trying to murder me with my own stories. Okay, and this right here, I love this section. Oh gosh, and the bird, instead of birds, we literally have flying books trying to murder us. No, 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 I didn't want to do that. Okay. I'll explain why I love this section in a second as soon as we get rid of the books. Beyond the miracle who's headed forward, there's a miracle illuminated. Why did Jessie say that? Apparently she's heard a Thomas Zane poem at one point in her life. This skit where Mr. reads reviews of Alan Wake's Kiss canon to the Remedyverse. It is 100% canon. We will watch that at some point. Oh, crap. We got a refrigerator trying to kill. Or you can just... That works. Alright, so this area is a minefield in a literal sense. So, you remember how it's hard to get your mind to quiet down when you're having those nights you're trying to go to bed and your brain just will not shut off. It's just going a mile a minute. Well, that's what this minefield is you have words like enemy here. Ravens, enemy.
Al, come on.
If you start shining your light on every thought that pops into your head, it's going to try to kill you.
Bad words.
Yeah, these are bad words. You can only do... You have to be very selective. You don't... Because you can literally summon a horde of enemies here accidentally. But if you're careful, you can get away with it. Come on. Come on, books. Maybe the books are more aggressive than the birds. It's possible, but I'm also trying my best not to shine my flashlight willy-nilly. Because we can accidentally cause bad things to happen here. So let's just work our way through here very carefully. Like, if we hit the boom, it'll actually spawn every single word in the area around us. And if we drop a flare, everything's gonna happen. Possessed is a poltergeist, ravens are the books, enemies are taken. No, don't do that. You know what, let's just head into the light so we don't have to worry about it. Oh, no! Can we just pretend that did not happen? Oh my god. Sorry if this one is a little more painful to watch than the main game. Oh god. Again, the DLCs are really to try to showcase how Alan is coping being in this type of reality. Oh, we got a flare over here, though.
Al, come on. You gotta be careful.
I like some flares.
Bad words. Bad words.
But we do not want to drop a flare here. This is a very... Not the boom, not the boom. We want tools. That's what I want. Do you think Alan will be able to write after he gets his life back together? Wouldn't I always be willing to go to the dark place for real-life consequences? I don't know. He may just want to give up on it fully after this, but who knows? I remember that exact same concept came up in, again, Misery. And I think the last page of the book is him finally sitting down to write a new story that has nothing to do with what he just experienced or his... Oh, gosh! Stay away. Stay away. And that's under the assumption he actually will get out. Okay, let's not fall into places this time. Checkpoint, perfect. I'd rather work in McDonald's and make another story, thank you. Yeah. I really don't want to write anymore. I would not blame him, because... Jesus Christ, I keep bumping into these things. And one thing to keep in mind, too, is what he's experiencing right now is a very... I don't want to say romanticized. It's essentially what happens inside our own heads all the time, except it's not physically happening to us, it's mentally, psychologically happening to us. A lot of the times we ignore it, sometimes we don't even know what's happening. What's planned to the video is left in the video, yeah. I mean, Auntie's song said the hero at some point fails and dies, but then a new hero arises to wear the new face.
Is all this really coming out of my head?
That's just the way this place is, Al. All that random stuff in your head?
Yep.
Imagination can be the enemy.
Imagination.
Yeah. You know what, Al? Do yourself a favor. Don't pursue that train of thought any further.
Yeah, because if he pursues that train of thought, he may start to perceive, well, Barry could be an enemy, and then the Barry here is going to become an enemy. And we don't want to have those thoughts. Okay, so we have a bunch of telephone wires that are actually helping us right now. I'm not going to argue. And this is a self-defense mechanism that Alan is creating right now. This is one of the ways in which he tries to defend himself. Come on. Ah, crap. It disappeared at the wrong time. Perfect. There we go. We don't know. So, well, the whole point of the Sankar and Tango, with the heroes Tango, essentially, is that eventually all heroes do fall. It's not specifying that these characters we know will fall in the time that we know them, but at some point, everyone dies sometime, to quote the Raven. Come on, I want a light to kill this guy so I don't have to deal with him. There we go. Oh, I mentioned the thought, you're having that thought, exactly. And that's why Barry immediately said, stop. Don't pursue that idea any further. This is bad. Get over here, get over here. Get in the light. Oh, crap. Okay, we're gonna have to do something here. Or maybe not. Do you think we could get an Alex Casey game at some point? Technically, we already have. It's called Max Payne. That is... I love that. That's beautiful. So that literally is Alex Casey, the game. No joke. Come on. Get over here. It's not called it, but that's exactly what it is. And if you guys would like, I can play both Max Payne 1 and 2 on this channel, or for stream at some point. That was Irrational telling him you don't want to fight a taken Barry. Yeah, exactly. Okay, you know what? Let's just do our best to try to run out of here. But imagine trying to control that, like, your mind to that degree where this kind of stuff doesn't happen, where you can literally stop and think. Because think about it. Alan is trying... Not only is Alan trying to survive here, he's trying to find a way out of here. And how do you stop and think when this is what you're dealing with all the time? You can't control your mind long enough to even have a rational thought, let alone sit down and try to write a new manuscript. You can relate to this? Yeah, it's... Hey, do you explain the Mira was here message at the start? It, most likely is just an Easter egg from Max Payne 2. But the reasoning why is because it can be argued that the mirror reality for John is similar to what Alan experiences with the Dark Place. Goodbye. Goodbye. Okay. We good? We good. We good. Oh my god. And there is Tor. Here is Mr. Tor Anderson right here. You struggle with an artistic block and relate to Alan. Honestly, I have issues with the writing as well. I have about 5 books in my head that are already planned start to finish, but I can't sit down and actually write them. I have one of those writing structures where I try to write it and it's not perfect, so I rewrite it, and I'm literally on the first page. And I just keep redoing the first page over and over and over. I can't just sit down and write through and then fix it later. The God of Thunder, the boozing geezer with the anger and the hammer. Come one, come all, face the age of murder and storm. Discovered by Barry Wheeler, this fresh new voice from a bygone era suggests a new and innovative solution to old problems. Don't you dare leave your bookstore without these best-selling self-help books. You're all nails to me. Forward by Barry Wheeler. Alan has a very odd imagination. Let's leave it at that. For people with Asperger's, it could possibly, maybe, I don't know how the Dark Place would work with people in the mind of pathologies. Honestly, Celeste, if I'd recommend, if you're going down that line of thought, go check out Max Derritt's channel. He has a lot of stuff on those types of topics. And he knows far, far more than me on everything. That sounds like the Dark President picked the wrong candidate. Should have went with Dan Brown. Oh god, no shit. But then again, he's a horror writer, so he has a lot of dark thoughts, or Alan's a horror writer. Oh, wheels. Red box. I want the red box first.
We need to get that door open.
We need to get some DVDs.
That's the way forward.
If I'm making this up, why is it so complicated?
Because you're a complicated man, and no one understands you.
Mouth.
But I'm talking.
Mary.
All right, let's get some wheels. And time for another Remedy reference. It is time for a death rally. A death rally. Literally. Oh god. Okay, I need something. I'm dead here. I am dead here. Okay, we need to hide in the light and then try to get our way to a car. And it just broke. Damn it. Get in the car and let's fucking run. Oh god. Okay, just run. Just run. Just run. We're in the middle of a death rally and I don't like it. Barry, just stop. Just stop. Okay, hit that. Explode. Perfect. Okay, I will accept all of that. Yeah, those wheels are... oh my god. So if anyone who doesn't know, Death Rally was Remedy's first game they ever worked on as a company. It was literally just... it was like a racing fighter game. I've never played it, but... it was like a top-down little arcade game. Okay. We got through this. I don't understand something about why the Dark Presence chose Alan when there were multiple artists because of Dr. Emil. Why Alan? It really comes down to writing is probably the most versatile form of art. Imagine trying to create a reality out of sculpting. You can't be very specific with how it works. Like, yeah, you can make a sculpture, but what is that supposed to imply? What's that supposed to create? Even with a painting, you can only be... you're very limited. With writing, oh, you can basically do whatever you want with a creation. Okay, so where are we trying to go right now? Here we go. Oh, we got another red box. I wonder, did this game come out before red boxes were a thing? Because I hear the name, all I think of is heading down to pick up a DVD at the 7-Eleven. I don't even know, what does hunt mean? Do we even want to try to entertain that thought? Oh, a hunting rifle. There we go. That's what it meant. Yeah, it took me a second. I think I'm good with my pump action. Oh, we got a memory over here.
Hey, what are you up to? I thought this was my side of the bed.
Oh, someone's getting a little frisky over there, I see. One thing, Emil would absolutely pick a writer as a top priority. Why? Over 30 years he didn't pick a writer. It really comes down to who came to his thing. I think he had one patient who was a screenplay writer. He made like plays or something, like musicals and stuff like that, but that's really about it.
He entered the trap, surrounded by enemies. Wake had nowhere to run.
I don't like this.
I'm so sick of you.
Oh, this isn't good. This isn't good. This isn't good. Okay, this is bad. This is bad. Okay, drop down a flare. I can't see anything. Oh, and they're right here too. Let's just go past you. Oh my god, I'm gonna die right here. I am going to die. Do I have any more? I have no flares. Okay. And I can't climb because we haven't created the ladder yet. Okay. Okay, run! This is all kinds of bad. We only have 5 shots left. At least we can back up now. You're basically out of ammo now. Why does Remastered Alan like Ted Bundy? What are you referring to, Ordok? Do you think there's a light place that can be like the entrance into a light place, the Cauldron Lake? I mean, potentially in this cosmology. I've always had curiosity with what the upright white pyramid door in the Ocean View Motel is. But that's a control thing, so if you're not familiar with it, don't worry about it. Oh yeah, Ilka Villa is very... he's very popular. For a reason. The writing issue you have, the more you focus on make it perfect, the worse you're going to find, usually. Yeah, and the thing is, Celeste, is in my head, I know this. And that's why a buddy of mine, I've actually been using him to help me out with some of my writings, is he's better at just sitting down and letting the words flow through him. So what I'm doing is I'm giving him the ideas, he writes it through, and then I stop, and then I get his work, and then make my personal revisions. Because I'm better at editing an existing work than I am with creating my own from scratch. So unfortunately, yeah, I know that in my head, but I'm still fall into it. And I hear... Oh god, I hear a chainsaw around the corner. There he is. But at least we got a heavy-duty lantern, and we randomly have you here. Goodbye. Let's get out of the pallet rack. Okay, we need to do this. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Get back over here. So you're his muse? We can call it that, yeah. Okay. The unfortunate thing with these guys is you actually cannot burn away any darkness if you're not in high beam. But in practice, it's hard. I have the opposite. I can go for it with flow, but I need an editor. Yeah, so I'm a better editor, I would say. Where, like, I can come up with the ideas, and I can edit it, but I'm not very good at writing it. And luckily, the lecture videos that I do for the channel, it's not the same thing as it's not a fiction that I'm writing, it's really just analysis. I'm a lot better at it. I have a lot of fun with writing those, but when it comes to crafting something, I find a hard way of phrasing things. Especially with something I'm trying to do with one of my works, one of my stories right now. I'm not really... I don't know if I should really talk about it, because then again, I don't know if it's ever going to be finished, but I also, if it is, I don't want to spoil how I'm going to work it. But let's just say it's going to be multimedia novel. And I'll leave it at that. Okay, let's head back outside so we can get some space. So it requires not just writing the story, but it requires different methods of literature. Simultaneously, essentially. Maybe for some reason the dark presence is so strong the light place is kind of locked or chained. Like, that's all a lot of stuff we can definitely have conversations on. I personally haven't seen... There's only one reference to something that may be considered an entity from a Bright Place reality, but I can't really mention it right now. Okay, I need to get out of this place. Oh my god. This is not good. But we can't talk about that until the final stream of the series. Never seen you before, Gustav. How you been? Wait, what's going on? Precisely the reason the Dark Place is so strong. The Dark Place. Okay, gotcha. It makes sense, actually. Since Remedy takes inspiration from Norse mythology, perhaps there's an Alfheim kind of realm or something. Well, if you want to use Norse mythology, in my opinion, I think this place is more aligned with Niflheim for the Dark Place. Partially because it's a land of mist and fog, and it's one of the gateways to hell itself.
The dust in this place is setting off my allergies. You're not even really there. Well, my allergies are definitely here.
Your allergies are not here, but also the portal leading to the Dark Place can arguably be a representation of Elgumir, which is a pathway into Niflheim. Well, Samek, we will, Summit and Gustav, who are asking about the light entities, we will discuss them later. So as soon as we finish up these DLCs, the very next stream is going to be more of a let's read. It's going to be a read-along for a blog spot, which dives more into that topic. But I'm not going to say much more about that. Okay, you guys just chill out, go against the wall. Okay. Nope. And there's one more. Come on, we're almost out of ammo now. Okay, we're good. Deal? Perfect. Yeah, we'll definitely discuss it, but right now we're getting a little ahead of ourselves with that topic. But I will absolutely love to dive into it.
Stop it! They're waiting for us downstairs. We don't have time for Alan.
Oh, he's getting handsy again. Jeez.
But she still made my heart ache. I had saved Alice, but I wasn't even sure when that happened. Was it days ago? Weeks? Longer? I had no way of knowing.
And I guess that's one way to keep you going, to be honest, is if you're in a place where your thoughts can manifest things, literally remembering good memories, you can make them happen. And some would argue... Okay, so this is a really side topic before we look at the Alice Wake standout. I've heard some cultures describe their version of a hell state, or hell, is very similar to the Dark Place here, where it's not really... Like, a hell state is more when you're... Throughout your life, you carry with you way too many dark thoughts, whether it be through guilt, whether it be through images, and your afterlife state is manifest very much like the Dark Place, and a hell state is when it's dark and horrible because the life you led was dark and horrible, and you're stuck there until you learn how to deal with it or come to terms with it. That's more of an Atrusian Lake experience if you're going into the Greek mythos, like the Tartarus to Elysian to Atrusian Lake, but that's a whole nother conversation. Alright, the nyctophobic beauty with the Muse Erifice booty. Okay, Alan. The soothing oasis in a seething crisis. The renowned and award-winning photographer's new coffee table book features intensely personal and intimate images from a life haunted by a husband who was never there. Writer's Muse. Pre-order now. Pre-orders are accepted now. Pretty messed up, if you know what I mean. Yeah, humans are, in theory, a balance between a light and darkness aspect. Shadow consciousness, or id, superego. The point of the ego in Freudian psychology is to counterbalance the id, the animal impulse, and the superego, which is the sense of morality. I mean, think about it. Animals technically don't really have a sense of morality. And that's what separates humanity from the animal kingdom. they just act. I mean, anyone who's ever known a cat knows this intimately. They just do things, and from a human perspective, we're like, why did you just throw my phone off of the table and crack it on the concrete? But of course, the cat doesn't think that way.
Fast. Guess you gotta run, Al.
Almost like the Joker. He's like, I just do things. I don't think it out. In a purgatory state, is more Plains of Asphodel, where not really much happens. You're kind of just stuck in a way station. In the Greek or the Greek cosmology, that would be more akin with Erebus, which is the place you go after death, but before you cross the river Styx. That would be more akin to purgatory, at least, unless you want to say the Plains of Asphodel or the purgatory state, but that's completely how you want to look at it. Ah, God. Something stuck in my throat. I don't know. Well, I do know what the Alan on the TV is supposed to represent, but I don't want to discuss it yet, because they will bring up what it's supposed to be. What do you guys think? Do you think it's an evil Alan? Who is Paul Serene? We'll have to play Quantum Break to know who he is. He's from a completely different game. In theory, dark is the absence of light, so there should be a light presence, or at the very least, effect of the lack of the light. A very reasonable assumption. And again, this is a spoiler-free stream, so I'm not going to comment.
Come here. I've got something for you.
I could only hope that Alice was all right. I didn't know what happened to her after she left the dark place.
I'm with you 100% on that, Celeste. One of the most depressing things for me is watching the light in the eyes of my nephew slowly fade. I have a 12-year-old, a 4-year-old, and a 4-month-old nephew, and it really it pains me to watch my 12-year-old nephew is starting to have basically let the darkness of life starting to taint him now. It's starting to destroy the love he used to have. It's... yeah. So as we age, we definitely lose that. Anyways, let's drop in.
Hey, hold that pose. That was a good one.
Like this?
Yeah, but smile a little more. No, that's too much. You want to look mysterious, maybe a little tough. You know how people go for those dangerous bad boys.
But I'm not dangerous.
Oh, come on. You write about terrible things all the time.
Right.
People want to think that you're intimately familiar with them. You kill Casey in this book. You need to look a little bit like a murderer. Oh, that's good. Do that again. You look handsome.
And dangerous.
You know, I wasn't sure about the beard before, but I was wrong. It looks good on you. Okay, I think we're done.
Great. I want to get out of this suit.
Hey, things are looking up.
Guess danger is sexy.
That was when I was still working, when I felt like a real writer instead of a fraud. It was a good memory. I wished I hadn't seen it.
Yeah, personally, Gustavo, this is a good, apparently a study made babies where they share toys instead of being selfish. Take it with a grain of salt. Yeah, like, I've seen studies on humanity being inherently good or evil all the time. And my only 2 cents to throw into those is I've never had to teach any of my nephews how to be a bad person. They were always a brat by default, and we teach them to stop being a brat. But then again, if you ever had a 2-year-old in the household, you'll know. Oh, this isn't good. Oh, what's going on? Oh, they screwed up the collision detection here. So before, these used to, like, shift out of your way, but now we're just clipping through them. That sucks. Oh, we're in our apartment now. We're basically all the coat hangers in the closet. they'd actually all move rather than just going straight through them. Yeah, 100%. Like, if everything was wonderful all the time, then we would start to take it for granted. And we say, well, the things are actually terrible. Like, no, things are wonderful. You don't know. If you don't have that negative aspect of life, you can't appreciate the good aspect of life, and vice versa. And weirdly enough, I'm actually working on a script right now for the next main GU video on that very topic. I love the music here. Oh my gosh. That makes me remember Returnal. Weird Returnal similar to Alan Wake for being in the dark place. Oh, actually, there is an old Remedy writer who worked on Returnal after they left Remedy. So it wouldn't surprise me if there's some similar themes there. For our Bright Falls episode. Okay, this isn't good. We need ammo, though. We need ammo and we need supplies.
You made it. This area of the dark place is calmer, at least for the time being. We can talk here, but we don't have much time.
Zane, how do I get out of here?
That's what you face. That's you, even as we speak.
Darkness. Darkness coming! Swept him away. Lost. He knew. He knew! He couldn't hold on. He knew there was no way out. Oh!
No! I'm right here,
What was
Zane!
going wrong?
That's not me, it's
Wrong.
just... I don't know, an echo, a hallucination. The dark presence.
The dark presence is not responsible for this. You are making this happen. You're trapped in your own nightmares. You are fighting yourself.
Wake didn't understand it. He would never make it. He would never wake up. He'd get swallowed up in the rising tide of darkness. It was coming. It was coming.
Shut up!
Ah!
No! Alan, you must...
Swept away by the gathering insanity, Zane was gone. Wake could feel the pressure, gnawing at his mind. The darkness wasn't so bad. It was in him. He felt it. He knew the voice spoke the truth. It was just too hard to think. He couldn't make sense of it. He wanted to go with the flow. Stop thinking and just let go.
Yep. So what would you want to do in this situation? Keep fighting endlessly? Or just say, no, it's easier just to succumb? That's the choice that's before him right now. Oh my gosh! And I'm getting killed by chairs that I can't see. Thank you, Celeste. Exactly. I am the true self. We're having Persona 4 moments right here. And the thing is, this isn't necessarily a shadow personality that he's experiencing. It's literally his unconscious desire to give up, to succumb. And we'll get more of that later. As the voice said, it's not so bad. Just, it's already in you. Just give up. Let it overtake you. It's so much easier than fighting for eternity.
Alan, you made it. This area of the dark place is calmer, at least for the time being. We can talk here, but we don't have
let's
much
redo
time.
this. Actually, I have flares. I should have just used the damn flares.
That's
Whatever.
what you face. That's you, even as we
Well,
speak.
Napro, there's definitely some conversations in American Nightmare where they talk about the morality of what Alan does with these writings and the victims that come along the way.
He couldn't hold on. He knew there was no way out.
They definitely
I'm right here,
bring that
Zane.
up.
That's not me, it's just... I don't know, an echo, a hallucination. The dark presence.
The dark presence is not responsible for this. You are making this happen.
Yep.
You're trapped in your own nightmares. You are fighting yourself.
Just listen to this, and this is it. Do you want to succumb?
Wake didn't understand it. He would never make it.
He's trying to convince himself to give up.
He'd get swallowed up in the rising tide of darkness. It was coming. It was coming.
Shut up!
Ah!
No! Alan, you must...
Swept away by the
And Zane's
gathering
outta here.
insanity, Zane was gone. Wake pressure, gnawing at his mind. The darkness wasn't so bad. It was in him. He felt it. He knew the voice spoke the truth. It was just too hard to think. He can't.
I don't think Otzi would help in this situation.
He wanted to go with the flow.
Because again, his only duty is to
Just let go.
keep the oldest house safe and clean. This has nothing to do with that. I saw a comment earlier asking about... Hold on. Let's make sure this is out of here. Okay, let's do another flare. Asking about the spiral and why that's used to represent the dark place. There is a very good reason for it. Spiral symbolism has been used all over the place, and one of the major ones has to do with the direction in which it's spinning. Because you have the origin point, the dot in the center, and then the world evolves out of that like a spiral growing outwards in the Fibonacci sequence. That being said, if it's spiraling outwards, that means it's growing from an origin point. If it's spiraling inwards, that means you're returning to the origin point. And that's why my hypothesis is pretty much all realities evolved and sprang out of the dark place. Because again, this is a place of pure creation. It's the chaos state. Oh my god, we're gonna die here again. I literally can't get out of here. But that's just a personal theory of mine. Okay, we finally got rid of that. At least we got plenty of freaking flashlight batteries.
The scope of this horror was unimaginable. It would have been so much easier to let go.
I'm not gonna let go. You can go screw yourself, other me.
Everything he saw was a twisted memory, a stray thought.
Oh my god, we're gonna run out of gear real quick. Yeah, this part is a pain, especially right now where I barely have any gear.
He knew he could just let go, succumb to it, a part of it. It burns! It burns!
Yeah, you can burn, asshole. Okay, pushed it back a little bit so we get a little bit further. Oh crap! That's not good. Oh, and we're stuck in the corner again. Sorry, I'm not going to be reading too much chat right now because I am terrified for my life. Okay, stay here. The steel pole will keep him safe. Polaris is her ultimate self. That is one major interpretation with what Polaris... As we can argue if Polaris that's what it is innately, or if that's what it means thematically within the story. It's very up for conversation in that respect. Oh crap, we got more... Oh my god. Sorry, I'm mumbling and stuttering all over myself right now. I have not really mastered the art of playing while having an intelligent conversation. I literally just stopped moving to get it done. Nice catch, haven't thought of that. Projector projects, Dylan Polaris are... We're going to talk about Control when we get to that game. We're not going to really discuss it too much here. Oh, come on. I need a... If we had a flare gun right here, this would be so much easier. God, Alan's suffering is depressing. My man needs to be happy. Alan needs a freaking hug right now. And this is only the start of it. Okay. We're almost out of batteries, though. We almost have no batteries left. Okay, we're gonna have to be more conservative with this. Oh my god. get some... Yeah, there's... Come on, we got some poltergeist over here. Okay, we got a little moment here. Let's try to get some of these out. Don't ask me why it's happening to him. Because essentially what we're seeing here is his unconscious desires, because we're in the dark place where your thoughts are made manifest. He is literally trying to kill himself. Because he doesn't want to deal with this at all. His primary motivation for the majority of the story was to rescue his wife, and now that that's done, and she's safe, what point does he have to be around anymore? Doesn't really matter, right? Oh, this is taking friggin' forever. Okay, we got a few more of these. Okay, we got that. Okay, we got 2 more small TVs out. Perfect. Wish we had a friggin' at least a flare. And we're almost out of ammo too, so this isn't helping us in the slightest. Okay, we got that one done. I think there's only one more of those. Oh, crap. We are about to die. Oh, at least we got a shotgun. Okay, we'll survive a little bit longer. Unless someone just listened to him, just needs someone to listen to him suffering. What he needs to do is get his mind under control. I think that's what Zane's trying to help him with at the moment. And think of it, pretty much anybody is gonna go insane in this place because literally you can't control your mind. Unless you're a Buddhist monk or something. Okay. We're done. Yeah, and I know they infinitely spawn, so you can actually run out of ammo there and be shit out of luck. Okay, I'm gonna get caught up in chat right now because that took forever. God, not suffering on emotional support. He needs emotional support, and that's been his issue the entire time. Is Alan has lots of emotional issues. Let's be 100% honest, and that we experience at least see hints of it throughout the main game, related to his writer's block and how he's trying to cope with it through substance. I say substance abuse, but alcoholism as well as other things, but. We get more of a deep dive into his psychology throughout these DLCs because literally the environment itself is telling us how he's thinking. Yeah, Alice knows. Alice is aware, and she tried to get him help by bringing him to Bright Falls without realizing that that's just going to push him even further. Well, Kriegerbot, for that thing about Alice, check out American Nightmare and you'll get an answer. Okay, and I agree, it is impossible to control your mind. You can get better at it, but by definition, your mind is going to be running in circles. Even if you're not thinking about something, your unconscious is running in circles. And that's why this place is so dangerous. The dark place is dangerous because of how it will affect someone. This isn't good. We need to get this boat out of the way. What is hitting me? Oh crap, the boat's getting closer. This isn't good. Okay. We can't let this beam stop, otherwise it's gonna friggin' murder us. What, I missed what? Oh yeah, we're just ending Gargoyle. Here we go.
It's all in your head. You've been making it
You can
up.
shut the hell up, Hartman.
Really, Wade. Come on. Your delusions.
No. We're beyond believing in that crap.
Why is this happening to me? Lodge. No. No. Hartman. There's no way out. No way out. No way out. I need to get out of here. Get out. No. No, I don't want to get out of here.
Nope. And we're going to cut there because we cannot have a DMCA on this dang thing. So yes, that is the Signal DLC, and I wasn't sure if we're going to be able to do both the Writer and the Signal, but since they are shorter than the main campaign, but we are going to stop here because the Writer is going to take us another couple hours to get through, and I have some other stuff. Hey, you stop that, and I have some work to do on the next edited video for the rest of the evening. But yeah, so essentially what we are seeing at this point is Alan is literally going insane. He is having I wouldn't even say a nervous breakdown, he's having a psychotic break as we speak. Come on. Okay, hold on. Let me go into this so it stops doing this. There we go. And his mind, and inside of his head is this... The Alan we're playing is a version inside of his head that is trying to survive it, while the other version is trying to kill him. Yeah, the Writer, in terms of the gameplay, the Writer is far superior, because it gets crazy. The level design in the Writer gets nuts. Sorry, I'm having a hiccuping attack right now. If Alan Wake 2 gets announced at the Game Awards, will you do a breakdown of the trailer? 100%. I did breakdowns of the AWE DLC trailers. I think I had 2 released on it, if I remember correctly. But, yeah, 100%. We'll be talking about it. By American Nightmare, Alan's gotten a lot better. Well, let's just say he learns a lot during these 2 DLCs about how to survive here. And remember, Zane has been here for 40 years. Since 1970. We've been here for who knows how long, but maybe, I don't know, a week? There's no real way to know, to be 100% honest. But yeah, the biggest tonal shift for the DLCs versus the main game is in the main game, you are in a story that has been written and you're obeying by the rules of the narrative. In these DLCs, there is no story to follow. It's literally just pure... You're going crazy by being in this place. One, the solitude. I mean, the simple act of being alone for there's a reason why solitary confinement is used as a form of torture. But not only a form of solitary confinement, but when your hallucinations become reality and try to do everything they can to get you to succumb and kill yourself. So where do we talk about? Okay, so when do we talk about these? Yep, we'll talk about it stuff. So we'll talk about it stuff is going to happen when we get to the point in the story where they discuss it. The main thing about bright entities, that's going to be during this House of Dreams, which I think we discussed last time. We're going to go ahead and do it, but it is a blog spot. So all I'm going to be doing is sharing my screen, and we're going to be reading through everything. It's not a game, but it is tied into the story. Who needs a therapist? The dark place can fix it or kill you. Yeah, and this right here, this dark place is a, no pun intended, dark version of what Psychonauts is, where Raz jumps into the mind of someone and tries to figure out their stuff. Imagine that, but way more horrifying. If Psychonauts is a horror game, that's the dark place. The thing is, almost everyone around Alan is trying to help him, but Alan just keeps trying to hurt himself. 100%. Because what they're trying to do to help him is to get him to confront the one thing he does not want to confront. That's acknowledgement that he is unable to write anymore. That he has lost his ability to do so. His entire identity has been centered around his role as a writer. And look at the cover of his books. His name is what's the biggest thing that stands out on the page. The title of the book is secondary. Alan Wake is the personality that sells the books. And if he doesn't have that, well, he has no purpose, does he? And when you don't want to acknowledge that fact, you avoid trying to think about it, and anybody who's trying to help him is basically forcing him to confront that, so he rejects it. So Alan's lying on the ground while we are playing the signal. Why is there a typing sound when you had your shine your words? Basically, we're just, it's just a sound effect for it. And again, those words came from manuscripts that Zane keeps dropping off for us. So at some point they were typed on. But yeah, this entire signal, we're not actually physically walking around a version of Bright Falls. Alan is literally on the floor of the cabin, having a psychotic break. Have we discussed who the Balder guy that the Anderson brothers mentioned at the lodge in the main campaign, or has there been any clues? So, I don't think they really mention it too much in here, but in the Alan Wake files and some other sources you can find it. Basically, Bob Balder was one of the members of the Old Gods of Asgard. Actually, let me take my headphones off so I can hear myself talk. So Bob Balder is one member of the Old Gods of Asgard who developed leukemia and passed away. And his death is what kind of prompted the band falling apart. Again, the death of Balder in Norse mythology is what sparked Ragnarok. So there you go. There was a fourth member of the Old Gods named Loki Darkin, and he kind of mysteriously went missing. It's implied that he just kind of went off in his own, and we never hear from him again. And I don't know if we're ever going to get what Loki is doing at this time. Who could say? But if we know Loki as a character, it's going to be something tricky. Take it easy, Tailgate. You have a good evening, alright? That's because Alan doesn't want to. You can't force someone to face their inner demons. It will make things worse. And that's exactly what happens, Celeste, is everyone is trying to force him to face his inner demons, and it's just making that demon more and more powerful and making the claws that much sharper and ferocious. And we see that displayed in his personality with his anger repression, or his anger management issues. Literally just punching people in the face left and right. He's screaming at Alice, running off, and using her phobia as a way to avoid speaking to her. It's the worse it gets, the more of an asshole he becomes. Old Gods of Asgard spin-off game? Dude, I would love to have that. I would absolutely love it. Actually, I think it'd be fun, honestly, to have like a TV series that explores that more, which that brings us up to the topic. There actually is, I haven't heard any news in a long time, but there was a TV series for Alan Wake that was already in the works, and the legal rights for the game originally got reclaimed for the reason of working on the TV series. And from what I understand, it's supposed to take through the story of the game, but also expand upon it, so you may see some flashbacks to the old gods, who knows. That would be so freaking cool. But I haven't heard anything about it since, I think, 2019, so it's been a while. Who knows if it's even still happening. Absolutely not, bro. You take it easy, alright? Okay, let me see. Wait, if they have the psychotic break, couldn't the darkness just use that to attack the outside world? No, because the darkness needs to be written free. And you can't really... with how it is right now, you can't really force him to do much. The reason why it worked outside is because he was touched and semi-corrupted by it. And who knows where the Dark Presence even is right now. It could have been forced into a sleeping state after what the clicker did to it. Again, there's a lot of questions we just don't know. I'll be 100% honest. I can relate to Alan. Alice lied to him when everyone expects you to be creative, and it will kill you. I'm a split on that, because, yeah, it was kind of messed up to lie to him and saying, hey, we're going to go on vacation so that you don't have to think about this. You can rest, breathe easy, and just let it all go. Oh, by the way, I brought you here to write. It's like, whoa, 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 whiplash. Especially when it comes out of nowhere. Yeah, Banana, we just ended up, unfortunately. But I'll have the VOD up tomorrow. As mentioned again during the 2020 Alan Wake Decade Anniversary stream. Yeah. Yeah, we don't know anything more about the TV show. Wrote himself out of existence. Yeah, so that's what happened with Zane is after he brought back the Dark Presence and Barbara's skin, he wrote him everything he'd ever done out of existence as kind of like a Control-Alt-Delete for anything that I did. So all my writings are null and void. and then dove with her into the lake, and that's where we're at right now. Hey there, bird. How you doing? Hope everything's going well. Yeah, I'm sorry. Now that I think about it, could the dark place be used by other entities to create something specific? I do not know the answer to that, Celeste. Again, as far as we've seen so far in the story, there's only been one, arguably two, arguably three? Let's just stick with two. Arguably two entities residing in the dark place. And it's very heavily stated that the entities that are native here cannot create anything. They need someone outside of the dark place to write itself free, or to dream it free, is I think the expression they use. He is suffering with the pressure, insane. Just imagine the pressure, how he is feeling. Yeah. Wait, who are you talking about? Well, the first entity is obviously Dark Presence. The second one, arguably, is what we see in American Nightmare, which takes the form of Mr. And I refer to it as the Herald of Darkness, which I think I mentioned it previously, is a parallel to a Lovecraftian entity called Nyarlathotep, which again is the Herald. It's the thing that arrives first before a conflict, before a war. You herald the coming of a war. GTA 4 players, what does Barbara have? I don't know, I've never played GTA. Wonder what the darkness was before it became this impure form. It was usually like a born created this way, turned way as punishment. It probably just existed at the start of creation, to be perfectly honest, Rodin. I mean, some things have no beginning, no end. It's something that is. But I'm curious if the collective shadow of humanity or conscious beings in general help to enhance it or make it grow. I don't know. It really goes to how far down the Jungian psychology rabbit hole you want to go on it. But anyways, everybody, I'm going to be ending off the stream right here. We will be doing the Writer DLC this coming Friday, and then we will be doing this House of Dreams on Sunday, which should be a little bit quicker one, but there's a lot to read through, so I'm going to need some tea to keep my throat feeling good. Like I said, a tulpa, yeah. Tulpa's a thought form, absolutely. Absolutely, absolutely. Anyways, take it all easy. You'll have a good evening. You have a good day, depending on where you're at in the world. And I will see you on Friday. Bye-bye.